Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
This is your weekly sports fix with Stix.
What's happening, Anas, big homie? How you doing, brother?
What's good, man? Shoot, all in one piece, intact. You know what I mean? Loving it. You know.
Hey, it's been a whole week since we got into this, and I was out of the off the grid for a few days this weekend. So, man, you have to bear with me. You might have to catch me up on some of all this good stuff we're about ready to get into, because I know there's a whole lot.
Man, but you know what? I'll tell you right now, I'm kind of pissed off. I didn't get my damn sports Emmy last night, you know what I mean, for World's Flyest podcast. But it's all good. I'm going to let them slide this time because I'm putting everybody on notice. You already know what it is. Stix and Sports featuring the anonymous big homie. We coming. We trying to get that trophy. I don't even know if it's a trophy because I don't ever see sports Emmys on TV. I guess they just give them out and all that. But we coming to get one. You know what I'm saying? Rate, review, subscribe, all the stuff he about to tell you to do. Make sure you go do it because guess what? We bubbling.
Let's go. We'll put our name in the hat for that. That's for damn sure. We're going to get there, brother. We're going to get there. And as Anas big homie just referenced to, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the show. Go to thisfunner.com for more podcasts and online content. Grab some merch while you're there from the Funner family. Pretty dope stuff. I'm telling you, all sorts of stuff. Cool. This is Funner stuff for you. Follow me on Twitter at Stix015. Follow Anas big homie at homie_anonymous. Use that hashtag Stix and Sports and we'll get to you. A lot of you guys already have utilized that, so we are we get back to you guys, and thanks for all your interaction. We appreciate it. The Twitter, the Facebook, the Instagram, and the text messages, we got it all. So
that's right. Interact with the homies. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Got to keep it all fun, real, down to earth. A little bit of smack talking here and there, but we got you.
A little bit. Come on, I'll fill your cup up if you're ready.
That's right. Now that you're back in the hizzy, ready to rock and roll, looking good, my dog, feeling good. I know.
I don't know about that one, but we working on it. We working on it.
I know you got a whole lot on your mind today. And let's get started. I just want to roll through some stuff and we'll chat about this a little bit. A lot of stuff going on in the sports world, and that's what we're here for. We always try to hit on most of it that we can. Been a long few days, trying to get everything back to in the grind and at the trap and stuff like that. But as we referenced to many times, Olympics start in about 6 weeks, July 23rd to August 8th. So ready to get into the 427 different events that they have, but it'll be fun as hell to get on board with all that.
Shit, I'm already watching trials and all that shit. I was watching diving last night. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a kid, 14 years old. He on the high platform. He ain't playing. I looked at my kids and I was like, look at this. Y'all need to get yourself together. Y'all got 2 years. I told him, I said, y'all got 2 years to come up with something. This dude's 14, okay, off the high platform doing 3.5 somersaults and the whole thing, pike, the whole nine. You got to get into the season, man. Olympic trials, it's on. Tracks are going to be on pretty soon. Gymnastics was on. the other day. Simone Biles did her thing, like she always does. But yeah, man, we rolling into it. It's gonna be live, man. If you want to get the pre-funk, start watching the Olympic channel. If you get it, NBC's got a lot of that drama too. So yeah, we on high alert for Olympic situations.
Yep, the Olympic trials are ready and rolling. Hey, it's about to go down, but it's gonna go down. But you know what did go down this weekend? The celebrity boxing. You down with that, Nas, big homie?
I'm not here for that.
I saw a clip. I didn't get to see it. I was driving home that day, but I saw a couple clips, and I did see the one where it looked like Floyd knocked dude out cold, and then like for a couple seconds, and had to hold his ass up, slept him, and then like held him up or whatever. We all knew that was going to be a big money grab from those guys. So
that's all it was.
Hey, I think Floyd quoted himself as being the best legal bank robber or whatever the hell he said.
But you can't be mad at that. We're like nowadays with everything that's going on with technology and all of that, you can't be mad at somebody who's taking advantage of this new entertainment space. And it's a lot of money out there. It ain't no blockbuster movies. Okay. So what else is blockbuster? What else makes news? Social media bullshit and YouTube drama and TikTok madness. This is what makes news. This is what makes hype now. So he just flipped it into, hey, dude, you think you got enough to stay in the ring and stay alive with me? Let's go get money. I'll pump it up, and we did it. And that's exactly what he did, man. So, hey, I can't be mad at that. But I looked at it like this, okay? There's no winner in the fight, okay? There's no declared winner.
Yep.
But who is the winner, okay? The dude who don't get knocked out by the undefeated champion, or the dude who can't knock out a dude who's not a professional boxer. It's gotta be the dude off the street. I don't care if I'm 50 pounds heavier. I didn't get knocked out, and all I've been doing was working out for 3 months.
Right, and went 8 rounds, even though they're like 2 or 3 minute rounds or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
But went 8 rounds with an undefeated, in some people's minds, the best boxer of all time. Right. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. And he was probably happy as hell. He was, didn't have to pick himself up off the canvas like good old Nate Robb or, freaking Ben Askren or whatever, even though it's different. It was a different Paul. I understand that. But, with the next fight, when Jake Paul gets back in the ring, he gets his the fight against Tyron Woodley in August, but that's going to be on Showtime since Jake Paul signed with Showtime. So this one, there should actually be judges for an actual sanctioned fight. So this one could be a little bit more interesting. We'll see. Look forward. We'll talk about that later, but
Yeah, but the celebrity thing, I'm not there for it, man. I mean, on one hand, I'm like, okay, this is what it is right now. And as long as you're not trying to make it into a, like those Jose Canseco situations.
Right.
If you say, I'm going to go do it, step into the shoes of a professional like my boy Ocho Cinco did. Okay. He went in there and stepped into the shoes of a professional with a MMA fighter, and both had to compromise on a boxing situation. I could dig that because, go in, hopefully nobody gets knocked out and embarrassed and get their name snatched from them. But that turned out to be decent. Nobody got a problem. I don't have a problem with Ocho for doing that. I feel like he came out looking good. He showed that he's still athletic and he's got some skills. Not that he's a boxer, and tried to prove that he was a boxer by any sense of the word, but, he didn't look stupid. You know what I mean? So he didn't end up Jose Canseco like, or Danny Bonaducci like. You don't want that. That I'm not there for. But if this is where stuff is going and people can make a couple bucks, man, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, it's You can't be mad at getting that money, that's for sure. But we'll move on from the celebrity boxing since I think we all know what that's all about. What's very man, the COVID monster struck the golf world on Sunday, bro. You see that?
I'm trying to tell fools that shit's not dead, man. That shit's not dead. Everybody jumps like mask off. That shit is not dead. G, tell them what happened, man.
John Rahm up 6 shots, ready to cash in on a few $1 million
out,
and gets pulled off the course, dog. The official comes up to him and says, "Hey, you got to roll. You got a positive COVID test." He said, "What the fuck are you talking about? I just tested okay the day before,
and 3 times before." Yeah.
He said bye-bye to a few mil, bro. How'd you feel about that? How do you feel about getting taken off the course for a few $1 million?
I ain't leaving the fucking course. I'm telling you right damn now. I'm not leaving. How many times do you watch a tournament and a dude's up 6 shots in the final round? He's coasting. He's ready. He's already thinking, oh shit, I'm about to go buy this.
Payday, brother.
Yeah, I'm about to go buy this. Me and my girl about to get real busy on a stack of bills or whatever the golf dudes do when they get live and they win a lot of money. Yo, I'm not leaving without my trophy, man. Y'all better come up like we were talking about with what were we talking about? The no-hitter situation on 6-7 innings.
Oh, Mad Bum?
Okay.
Yeah, Bumgarner.
Man, look, I'm not leaving. You're gonna give me mine. You guys are coming up with some concessions, asterisks, something. There's no way in the middle of the game. This is not a Justin Tucker situation where you can put in a replacement. Okay. From the World Series and have somebody else go play third base or whatever the case, you pull a guy. It's me against the course. And I did better on the course than these other jokers. Okay, up to this point. I wish I would have saw what hole he got pulled on. Because I was hot about it. I thought about going to go find it, but I forgot. But man, I'm trying to tell you. Final round, if it was the second round or something like that, I would have said okay. But no, right. Final round in the 6th when I'm coasting and I shot a 60 the other round before. Oh, I had these fools. I was ready. Come on. I'm not leaving. I'm staying right there and I'm about to go breathe in everybody's face. Okay. And I'm about to be talking loud with the little spittles floating in the air. I'm getting everybody or you giving me that damn trophy, man. I'm not playing. Hey, I ain't going to stick you up. But you gonna give me that damn trophy, man.
Man, yeah, that was wild, bro. That was wild. And the golf opened up to fans, so they had pretty full course there as well. So they pulled him right off and said, "Pack your bags, bro. You gotta go." So let's get to we'll run through the I just want to hit on the Women's College World Series. My Knowles, brother. My Knowles, one win away from a national championship again. First to be the second one in a few years. They defeated Oklahoma yesterday, 8-5 on Tuesday. So they played a day at 4, best of 2 out of 3. Oklahoma was number 1 team in the nation for a long time. I think they've lost a total of like 5 games or some craziness like that.
Crazy.
So the Knowles played a day at 4. I'm ready to rock and roll with a little bit of that and the Mariners action as well. So to like double fist those games at once, man. Make sure I get to see both. So, man, that's pretty wild though. Good for them.
Yeah, man. And shout out Odyssey Alexander and James Madison, wherever the hell that university is, for kicking up some dust for an unseeded squad. Making it to the series. They put up a real good fight. They showed a lot of gusto. The girls showed a lot of gusto, man. And I watched the game that they got eliminated in, and it was cold how it was almost sad, one of those situations where she gave up the bomb after holding them down, gave up the bomb in the late innings for the go-ahead. And after that, it was over. The tears just started running in the circle when the coach came out to pull her. because they had a shot, but it's a good run. Hopefully she's not a senior. She'll get to come back again next year, maybe run it back and get a couple of recruits, and maybe they can put something together. But hey, all together, man, a good year for the girls at James Madison.
Yeah, shout out to the Oklahoma fans too. Gave her a standing ovation when she walked off. And mad respect to that girl too, man. She threw like a billion pitches in the tournament, man. It was like 1,000 something. Like,
before she got pulled, I think she pitched every pitch for James Madison during the whole run.
Yeah, through the whole run. Yeah, it is crazy. So mad respect to her for sure. So, homie, I need you to elaborate on these NBA playoffs that I've missed. Let me know if anything's exciting going on. Well, I know I missed them the whole weekend. I've been at the Trap. I do see that Philly and Atlanta are tied at 1. Milwaukee and Brooklyn's up 2-0. The Jazz are up 1-0 on the Clips, and it looks like Phoenix is up 1-0 on Denver. We didn't get our Lakers Blazers showdown, but one quick thing on the Blazers is I just saw they are going to be en route in 2021 this year when they start the season.
They heard me talking shit.
Along with the Kraken, the Mariners, and the Timbers. They did hear you, and honest big homie, about how you couldn't find the game the other day. So I don't know. That's interesting to me. I mean, shit, Mariners play at 7. They're never going to be on any primetime ESPN games. You're not going to be able to flip over. You flip the Blazers, and said, but Blazers are going to be on at 7 on Root because the Mariners are on ESPN or whatever national TV. That shit ain't going down anytime soon. So that'll be interesting. So I don't know, brother. You got anything on these playoffs? I did see, isn't Brooklyn like blowing the doors off these Bucks? How's that happen?
Okay, so this is the one major conversation piece that I really have, aside from, I'll get this out of the way right now. The Clippers' curse of Donald Sterling survived through the first round. The countdown has to reset all over. They lost the first game, as they should. Down in flames is going to happen. We already know. Now, I watched both Brooklyn Nets, Milwaukee Bucks game of the second round, complete. James Harden gets injured in the first couple minutes of game 1. The Nets don't care. They really don't. That squad with those 3 seems absolutely stupid. They score on average 85 points of the team total every game, which is nuts in itself, right? So you watch the rest of game 1, and I'm shocked because it's literally KD, possession KD, possession Kyrie, possession Kyrie, back to KD. And then the role players are there just supplementing, getting open, rebounding, crashing the boards, doing the dirty work. The team plays 0 defense. But who the hell needs defense if that's what you have? If you got 80 points, 85 points before tip-off, guaranteed.
Guaranteed, right?
Right? If anybody contributes anything, hey, there it is, okay? And I'm telling you, they don't cool off. They'll miss a shot, but they don't cool off, which is stupid to me, okay? But in watching both of the games complete, what's crazy is Brooklyn runs no plays, man. They do not look like Steve Nash has brought over the old Phoenix Suns, Dan Toney, that he used to run, Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire and Sean Marion. That is not going on. It is KD dribble up, pass to Kyrie, Kyrie goes one-on-one. Kyrie dribble up, pass to KD, KD goes one-on-one. They chew up whoever that is. I can't wait to see it when James Harden comes back, because literally James Harden is the only one. Now, this sounds crazy as hell to NBA fans, but he's been the only one passing the ball. Okay, which is absolutely crazy. Former MVP and former scoring champ. Okay, he's been the only one passing the ball. So it's crazy to watch. And I was just nudging my daughter the other day when we was watching the game. I was like, look, he's not going to pass it. If it is, it's one pass and pass it back and then shot. And that's literally all it was. But I think that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they play defense or not, because when you have that many points and you have that great of one-on-one players, it's a wrap. I couldn't even imagine all three of them being there 100% healthy, having three of the league's best one-on-one players. And literally that's the way that they play. You might as well chalk it up. Fast forward them to the finals, because Milwaukee clearly, even with the additions that they made from last year to improve the team for this year, they don't have it. And I was telling my daughter, Milwaukee lost to the Miami Heat last year in the bubble, perfect conditions, and they didn't have the heart or the will to do it. You think they're going to do it against a team, three guys? They could play three on whatever your squad is and put up 85 off the rip. So fast forward then, if you want to see a good skill-based scoring game, watch Milwaukee Nets. Now, here we go. Now, this is the one right here. This is the one right here. Okay. Last night, Phoenix, Denver. Woo, boy. That's going to be a good series, man. Phoenix and Denver is going to be a good series. They just crowned Jokic MVP of the league. Well deserved. But Phoenix is that move right now. The boy Devin Booker reminds me of Kobe Bryant, plays like him, and that's one of his idols. You can see how it all works out, makes sense. But you add Chris Paul to a young team of motivated dudes, and Chris Paul is like a sergeant out there.
The facilitator, baby.
I'm telling you, man. And Chris Paul hasn't even been able to do a lot in the first round because he had caught that shoulder injury in that game. Coming back, man, he's back to getting out of the paint. He's shooting the three ball. Phoenix is going to run Denver, which it's a good matchup because you got a lot of Denver plays team ball, which is totally different than anybody else because Jokic kind of facilitates that team ball mentality. He's a big guy who's in the mold of like what we saw with Dirk Nowitzki or whatever, but he's passing like Magic, LeBron, and that kind of situation. So he's making sure his guys are open. He's finding good spots for them. I think that's probably going to be the one battle of the last four matchups. Not to mention, not to shortstop Philly versus Atlanta, but I think that Atlanta stole that first one, which is good for them. And Trae Young starting to feel himself. He's getting his Steph Curry vibes going. He's getting his Reggie Miller vibes going like he had from the last round where he wants to take on the mantle as the villain. I like it, but Philly's got too much. Joel Embiid is just too big for those boys. Score 40 whenever he feels like it. Once Philly gets their stuff together and Doc gets in their ear, they run a couple passes, run a couple practices and look at what's been happening on film. They'll correct that. And they'll end up probably taking one out of these next two from Atlanta and then come back and knock that out probably in 6. But they'll make it look interesting because those boys got a lot of energy to them in Atlanta. So, but Brooklyn is going 4-0. These boys, watch.
Ooh, cold take from you there, brother. Cold take. Nice little NBA insight on that, brother. I gotta get back on that. I haven't had a chance to catch up, but I will. And so we got we'll just hit on the NHL playoffs real quick. The Montreal Canadiens and the defending champion Tampa Bay Lightning is one conference final set to kick off here on let me see, on Friday or on Friday, I believe. Nope, not yet. I guess they're waiting for the other ones to finish up. But then you got let me see, then you have the New York Islanders up 3-2 on Boston.
Yeah.
And Vegas up 3-2 on Colorado. Man, I missed the Vegas game last night. I wish Aaron Jones was on here so we could talk about it. You probably saw
For
it.
real.
I heard it. I heard the goalie from Vegas Fleury was like standing on his damn head, stopping all these shots. So definitely going to have to tune into these game 6 in both of these, because they could be wrapped up. Tonight you got Boston, New York, and then tomorrow you have Vegas and Colorado. So wild NHL playoffs. Homie, I think we talked about that this last year. Is hockey does it right with their playoffs. And when these teams get in the playoffs, brah, they are straight gamers for it. And by the way,
it's very real.
By the way, what's your favorite play on hockey over under first period? 1.5, brother. Tell the people what your favorite play is.
The under.
The under. I believe in the under 1.5 for tonight and probably tomorrow, bro. I don't know. We'll look into that later, but I just wanted to bring that up for all the people out there, since we haven't got a chance to hit on all the sports gambling part, which is gonna be coming. We'll talk about that here in a few months. Hopefully, we'll be all fired up. But tune into those NHL playoffs. They're ready. They're fire, bro. They are straight fire.
Well, if you were to go back and listen to the beginning of the season, I said Vegas, Colorado, teams to beat. I said the young Islanders team is ready, and then the champs. Now, the only team that I got is as a surprise to me in this situation is the Canadiens. I don't know where they came from, to be honest with you. Tracking up to the beginning of the first couple of months of the season, I didn't see it. But man, nice move to get into the conference finals, kicking up dust. We'll have to see how that works out. That'll be a nice little East Coast Hudson River battle if the Islanders get in there versus the Canadians right up to the north of them. Ooh. It'll be interesting.
Yeah. So we, like we do, we always try to hit on everything for y'all, keep you in tune a little bit. Now let's get to the good stuff. The MLB talk. And homie, you can't let me forget about all this pine tar, spider tack, craziness they got going on. I want to hit on some Mariner stuff real quick.
Okay.
Because we can't talk about a team that's hitting 208 a whole lot and an on-base percentage of freaking 3 something or 284 or whatnot. But
usually people don't want to talk about those teams, but you do. So let's let you have the floor.
I always want to talk about them. So I want to bring up the fact that everybody knows now that Jared Kelenic has been sent down after, his freaking 23 games, 26 strikeouts in 23 games, hitting 0.96. Man, that is bad.
Sad, bro. Yeah, it's sad, man.
The kid, I think he's really talented. He's gonna bounce back, get some time down there, work on his swing, see what he has to adjust to. In my opinion, like I said, in my opinion was, it was a little too soon. And, it happens, man. Sometimes you're ready, sometimes you're not. He goes back down, he gets, a few more at bats, like Taylor Trammell started the season off like we talked about. He comes back up. He's, putting more contact on the ball now. So Kelenic's just going to go down, work on some things. And then, he'll be back in the show before we know it. Mariners got a couple, imagine that, another injury, couple of new injuries. Kyle Lewis seems like he's going to be out for a little bit now with the knee injury. Poor kid's been through freaking surgeries after surgeries when he's in the minor leagues. That's what took him so long to get called back up or to get to the show. So hopefully it's nothing too serious and just can do some rehab and come back by the end of the year. But sucks to see him gone. And then Kikuchi's actually been, one of the best, one of the pitchers, quality pitchers that we have. And, he took a ball off the knee, I believe, in a game this weekend that I missed. But so, a couple injuries on the front. Dude, I don't even know how many different starting lineups my Mariners can attain to, bro. Like, they basically have their AAA team, half their AAA team.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Has been in the starting lineup sometime throughout the year already. I think, knock on wood, we've had Seager, Haniger, and Crawford fairly healthy, and Ty France finally back after he was gone for a little bit, but it's a damn revolving door in that offensive lineup, bro. So, mad respect to Jared Kelenic, for giving it a shot. I wonder if he's regretting not signing that 6-year deal or whatever that they offered, the Mariners offered him earlier, since he was attempting, betting on himself, which good for him for betting on himself. Right. But it just looked like to me in my opinion, I think it was the game before he got called, before he got sent down. I think it was right before their homestand, or right before they went on the road here, I saw one of his last at bats, and he was coming off the field as after one of his, I think he struck out 3 times that game. But in my opinion, he just looked like, we've all been there in the sporting aspect. You had a bad game, you feel bad, you're dejected, but this dude looked defeated in my eyes. And hopefully, like I said, he's going down to AAA, works with the right coaches. If they have, a good hitting coach down there that can help him out, work on a couple things, come back better than ever, see him in a couple months maybe, and be back. So
I think you don't get this far not being good. Okay. So, as we all know with baseball, sometimes it's just a matter of confidence, because there's so much negative being already built into the game. You're not going to get a hit 50% of the time. That's just not it. So when you start slumping like that, what's the first thing that goes? Generally, they talk about with hitters all the time. It's all this confidence. Okay. So to go back down, get that bat fired back up, strike that bat on that match, fire that joint back up. I guarantee you he'll be back up, man. I guarantee you he'll be back up, man. Hey, the Mariners floating, man. They got what I thought, going into the other day was a nice little breezy series coming up against the Tigers. I found out that Miguel Cabrera is still in the league. I did not know this, and still playing for the Tigers. I forget all of this stuff because the Tigers are so horrible. And apparently, he ain't swinging a bat like he used to. Yeah, he did the other day, But so they dropped the first one, but it's all good. It happens to the best of them. Maybe they can come back and steal 2 more and not get no hit versus the Tigers in Detroit. We'll see how that turns out, man. It just carrying the bags, man. It's a long haul.
Yeah, it's going to be, they're 30 and 32, 6 games out. So, hey, we got to wait on that. Another, what'd they go? Like, I think I said 8-2, 7-3. And that one, they had like 6 out of 8 or something streaks, a game of streaks. We'll see a couple more streaks here going on if we can get score some runs and get the bats turned around. So, hey, 6 games out now, could be 16 out in a few weeks, or could be a couple out in a few weeks. You never know. We'll see what happens. But speaking of no hitters, and we all saw, and we talked about last week about the sticky stuff on the gloves. And where's Rudy at to back up his theory now? He didn't want to come on the show and talk about how it's just sweat and perspiration in a glove, and back up his talk for those pitchers. Ooh, Rudy, I did hear from you, my brother. Man,
he knew better. He knew better. He was trying to play that good devil's advocate, right? Come on, man. It's the substance, man. I'm trying to tell you. Look at the hats, bro. I'm telling you, the hats is a dead giveaway.
I gotta throw Kikuchi under the bus. I just saw a clip last night. I think I sent it to you. I don't know if it went through or not. A clip, they were talking about these 10 players, and I didn't get a chance to write them all down. But they actually showed one of Kikuchi's hat. Like you said, dog, it was caked in pine tar. So I was trying to do some research on all this, but, everybody has a different opinion, and saw what old boy, Aaron Barcott's boy, Garrett Cole, trying to whittle out of that question that he was asked about, have you ever used it? And he didn't say yes. He didn't say no. He talked about some gibberish, but anyways, like we said, everybody's using it. Everybody's doing it. And it's, did you see that the MLB is actually going to regulate this now?
Yeah. So, I was just going to say that.
Before I forget too, is I looked at some scores yesterday, and I was big homie, because you know how I like to look at those overs for runs in a game. And yesterday, I didn't get to research it a lot. My bad. I take that one. But it did look like a lot of the overs were coming back into play. Now, 2 things I was going to say about this is, one, because now the pitchers may, or, the game is in their head. Oh, what if I can't use, even if it is just a little bit of, sticky stuff on my glove to get a better grip, so maybe the overs are we're going to see more runs and get that league batting average. It's like at 236 for a league batting average, for the whole league. Maybe that's going to start going up. Runs are going to start to go up a little bit more. And then on the second note that I had, the MLB is going to regulate this. So I guess they're going to do something about 6 or 8 times a game. Either the umpires can go to the dugout and give these guys a cavity search, or or they can go to the mound anytime and check it out. It's very interesting to me to see how they're actually going to regulate this tonight, or today. I guess there's some games on, but I'll tune in after we get done giving the people what they want to hear, to see if there's any of that going on and what they're talking about, because they're going to be talking about this for a little bit. I don't think this is going to go away like what was that? Rick, I had something, I forgot it, but there was something that happened. And NHL, remember the NHL referee where he got caught on the hot mic and he said, "Oh, that was a makeup call for this."
Oh, right.
Remember that went away in like a day, right? NHL said, "Hey, that's part of the game. That's what happens." They're not talking about this pitching substance being a part of the game, because and it's going to go away because, they want pitchers to be the dominant force, as you referenced to before, right? Why are pitchers not more in
why aren't they the focus TV? Of the game?
Yeah, exactly. Focus. Yep.
Oh, dude, it's crazy, man. I seen one of the sports show talking heads The dude said in the last 2 years, the spin rate has gone up 100 and something percent when it hadn't moved more than 10% before that. Okay, this is the collective spin rate. So you know something's up. Okay, so now let's go to the policing, right? I want to see the first time that they run somebody, you know what I mean, because of this. Right. And who is it that they're going to run, right? Are they going to run Clayton Kershaw? Or are they going to run, now, well, I don't know if Otani
Trevor Bauer, Jacob DeGrom.
Well, yeah, any of the cats whose stuff is, all of a sudden, hopping, right? So
Garrett Cole, I think Garrett Cole and Bauer pitch today.
And so is it all on, I heard that potentially that is kind of like the review situation. You know what I mean? So like I'm the manager of the opposing squad. I could red flag them and say, go check them out real quick.
Do you really think a manager, they haven't done it all year, bro? Who's going to be the first one? Tony La Russa?
That's what I'm
Tony La Russa going to be like, oh, I know some old school shit. Let's do this. I'm about ready to get all up in your head.
And on good conscience, can I even do that knowing that my guys got a little something, you know what I mean, too? Yep. That's crazy, bro. So I want to know how it's going to get policed. Is it just going to be at random, like, hey, after the second, the fifth and the seventh, I'm just going to go out and take a peek or what have you, or something like this? Is it just is it just that, or is it straight snitching? If it becomes straight snitching, like, hey, my third base coach saw a little bit of this. Go check that out. Oh, this is going to it'll start some heat up between teams in the league. You know what I mean? So, hey, I think that, again, anything that brings interest to baseball is good for the game. You know what I mean? It's almost like, violence with football. You know what I mean? That's what we love, the greatest hits highlight videos back in the day, Sports Illustrated. We love people getting their head taken off clothesline. So bring that over here. Hey, we're waiting for the first person to get ran because they have. Do they bust a George Brett and go nuts? Okay, I'm here for all of this.
And and it's not gonna make the game go any faster. That's what they're trying to attempt to do. If they're gonna attempt to make the game go a little faster for quote unquote the fans or whatnot, having a umpire or go out to check someone's glove by a VIA, a manager who is saying, hey, I see something on homeboy's hat or belt or pocket or whatever. I mean, hey.
And what's the scenario? Is it like, okay, hey, we caught you the first time, go put a different hat on. Right. Or is it just we running people? Right. And third inning, I'm in the middle of a no-no in the bottom of the fifth, and you come out and you think you see something, and I get ran. Oh, I'm here for all of this.
Yeah, it's gonna be freaking awesome. It's like I said, I don't think it's going away anytime soon. So we will see how that folds out. Well, bro, have you seen that boy freaking Shohei Ohtani? Woo, man, I know we've had numerous conversations on him. Has 17 home runs, one behind Guerrero, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Acuna.
Mr. Underpaid.
Which one?
Vlad is being paid 17% of the veterans minimum.
Yeah, he's on that rookie contract deal or whatever still, I think. He got, oh, man.
He's working on that pay me money right now. That's why he's going hard.
He's got 18 home runs and he's hitting 335. I mean, come on. There are still good baseball players who can hit the ball and hit over 300, evidently.
Yes, sir.
Or high 270s, 280s, which is good. But man, we've talked about Shohei all year, and I mean, that kid is just unbelievable. I mean, you know, pitching and hitting is out of this world. I mean, what a immaculate thing to do. He's hitting 261.
I mean, yo, I mean, at even this guy, I know you're gonna kick the stats on him, but think about this though. Who else has done it like this? Showtime, right? Okay. And Pete, pitching and hitting, who we gonna compare him to? Babe Ruth? Rick Ankiel?
Rick Ankiel.
So now he's already the second greatest of all time, right?
I mean, really,
it's crazy, bro. I'm telling you, man.
You can't put him up against anybody else except for the Babe, right? I mean, that's just crazy to think. So, what was I gonna look at? Oh,
you had a stats up.
Yeah. I got through it. I was just looking at the 261 average and 346 on base percentage, slugging 606. But hey, those numbers are MVP on a Mariners team anytime. But
wow, bro.
Where's the there we go. So I just want to run through. It looks like we talked about the divisions a little bit last week. I know it looks like the Rays are still on top. Mm-hmm. White Sox are still on top. Rudy's Cleveland Indians are 4 games out of the Central. We talked about the AL West. Let me see. Where are the Mets? Are still up on the Braves by 2.5.
Yes, sir.
Oh, the Brewers overtook the Cubs in the Central, up by a half a game. And then the St. Louis Cardinals still living around at 3.5. Mm-hmm. And the mighty NL West, bro, man, those Giants are 38-22, 2.5 ahead of the Padres, 3 ahead of your Dodgers.
Constant Contact's marketing tools and technology make it easier than ever to drive big results for your small business. From list growth and email to SMS and social media, it's all powered by advanced automation and AI capabilities that help you grow your business more effectively. Plus, we've got the reporting you need to see what's working and what's not, so you can adjust along the way. Constant Contact is the digital marketing solution you need to keep up, excel, and grow. Try it for free today at ConstantContact.com.
So
they're doing it. I mean, they're up 2-0 right now. In interleague play against the Rangers right now in Arlington. They're just doing it, man. And I didn't even know. I don't know half the dudes on their team, man. The only person I know for a fact that's on their team is Brandon Bell. That's it. Ask me who else is on the Giants.
Buster Posey. I know him.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And then you got your boy Johnny Cueto.
I'm still looking for Pablo Sandoval. Okay. You know what I mean? So they're doing it. They're putting it together with the same type of roster that another division winner is putting up. The notorious A's. They know how to do it. Okay, Cleveland Indians. We tried to tell Rudy what's going to happen if they actually just get out there and play ball. It can get done. Okay, so hey, right now, if you took them off the map, it's half game dividing the Padres and the Dodgers. At some point, you got to think that time and games played is going to catch up to the Giants. I mean, it just is. And the Dodgers and the Padres are going to get hot. If not, if this becomes a 3-team race after All-Star break and beyond, somebody's going to end up in heartbreak when it comes down for wild card situations. Okay, that's why Rudy was talking about he liked the extended tournament situation we had popping last year. Let a couple more people in, but it's going to be heartbreak. And guess who I'm voting for the heartbreak? It's hard. It's hard.
Not your Dodgers.
Nope. You got to roll with the hated Giants. Hated ever since 1951. And I wasn't even born, okay? I don't like them. Ever since Bobby Thompson gonna hit a home run off us. No, I don't like it. Okay. Only thing I like over there is Willie Mays and Barry Bonds. That's it. And Will Clark, too. That was my homie. I like him.
Will the Thrill.
Yes, sir.
Back in the day.
Yep. I stole my batting stance from him.
You stole his batting stance, or he stole your batting stance?
No, I stole my batting stance from him in elementary school and middle school, little league, and that kind of situation. That was my move right there. That was it.
Oh shit! I forgot. I wanted to say one more thing about the spin rate. So I was listening to Jeff Passan earlier this morning on the Pat McAfee show, of course. So I can't take credit for this, but I did hear this morning. You were talking about the spin rates going up through the roof, right?
He might have been the cat that I heard talking about it. Go ahead.
Yeah, that might have been it. So from what I remember from it too was there was and I hope I get this right. I didn't write it down because I was.
It don't matter. We write anyway. Go ahead.
So a 2,000 RPMs, rotations per minute per minute or whatever, in the 2,000 rotations, batting average is 300 or something. And then for every 2,000 more that it goes up, the batting average drops 10%, and then 30%, and then 50%. So if it's high 2,400s or whatever, batters are hitting 200.
Right.
That's why all this stuff is getting brought into the sticky stuff is getting brought up in the situation. But I thought that was nuts to hear that.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I'm trying to tell you, I think that's the same dude that I heard that I saw a couple days ago, and was breaking down how much spin rate has increased. And who the hell calculates this? Okay, analytics is nuts. Analytics is nuts, but I mean, I love it. I mean, it gives us justification for a lot of things to go down, but and how much spin rate has increased over just a 2-year period from 2 years ago, which is crazy. So that tells you something, man. And then to kind of equate it to hitters' batting averages and how much their success rate goes down with the increase of the spin rate is wild. Okay, it's wild, and that's why it's feast or famine. It is all it is. It's feast or famine. Swing for the fence or go sit your ass down.
Right. And don't even get started on the attempting to hit the ball the other way, like we talked about the last couple of times. That ain't happening. No. I want to hit this jack, get paid, or and still hit 220. So the Mariners just don't have any of that going for them. They can't even hit 220 or any jack. So we're fucked all over.
I'm saying, man, I would really appreciate, man, if they just just started playing small ball and was just singling, doubling people to death, right? But they ain't even seeing the ball and shit right.
Break out the sacrifice bunts for that one run, brother.
Yo, squeeze. Sacrifice.
The squeeze plays, the stolen bases. Let's get back to the old school game just to put some opportunities out there to get some runs would be A-OK in my book. So we'll see how that rolls, how that goes. I don't know, Nos big homie. And anything else you got? Anything else you want to chop it up about, brother?
I mean, you know me. I could go all day. I can go all day. I mean, Julio Jones and the Aaron Rodgers saga continues, but it's all good. These stories is gonna still permeate the situation, man. But
does Julio Jones actually make Tennessee better? I mean, that much better? Like that doesn't make any. Excuse me. I don't see how. No, I don't understand. I mean, their defense still isn't that great. You have Derrick Henry who has to rush for 220 yards. AJ Brown's going to get his balls. Julio Jones going to get some balls too. But do you need a Julio Jones when you got a Derrick Henry?
Well, okay, so look at it like this. So does having Julio Jones and dude open it up for Derrick Henry? Well, yeah, they had Corey Davis last year, and that opened it up for Derrick Henry. That's just 2 wide receivers. Now, had you added Julio Jones with Jonnu Smith, and Corey Davis, then you could say, okay, we got some shit going on here. But you gave away a couple major people in the passing game and just plugged in Julio Jones. You didn't really do anything. Now, on the Tennessee side, they only gave up a 2 and a 3. So that's all Julio's worth. And then we got to pay him, this extra bread for a couple more years. All of this 20 plus and $18 million a year. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess if I'm Tennessee, I take the risk because I only gave up a 2 and a 3. But I'm going, if I'm Atlanta, is that the best deal I could find out there? I heard it was a 1 out there on the street that people was offering, and they didn't want to do it for whatever reason. Unsure. I don't know if Julio didn't want to go there, but I don't know, man. Is that really where you want to go? I mean, if I'm Julio Jones, is that really where you want to go?
So I guess he just wanted to get the hell out of Atlanta, the ATL. He had enough fun in the ATL and decided, he had a better opportunity. But I think Tennessee's a real deal. Don't get me wrong. And it maybe helps him a little bit, but I don't think it helps him that much. But we'll see. Stay tuned. And
is that the full indictment of Matt Ryan? That Ryan Tannehill, this Ryan is better than you are, bro. I'm going over here.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, he has his reasons. Don't know what they are yet, and we'll see. It looks like he's going to be rocking the number 2, though.
Yes, sir.
So, and that was pretty quality work by AJ Brown to offer him his number, and Julio said, "No, I'm straight. I'm going to do this." So, I guess be rocking those number 2. Is he wearing number 2 for Matt Ryan? Or Matt Ryan number 2? In honor of him?
The good slap in the face. Hey, bruh, you're whack. I'm up out of here. But I'm going to rock your number in memory of all the stuff that we didn't do 28-3.
Exactly, right? Oh, damn. And then, yeah, the Aaron Rodgers saga isn't going away. We'll see how that plays out. That's going to be...
Hey, what was today or yesterday the first time that he lost 97,000 for not showing up?
So they're fighting his ass too?
Every day that you don't appear, it's like 88 or 90 grand. So he's already 1 day in for sure. I don't know if today is the 1 day or yesterday was the 1 day, but hey, no, it was yesterday. So today makes close to 200 grand. So the tab is running. Okay, the meter is running on his fine situation. Yesterday, Jordan Love looked like garbage, according to the experts and the people on the scene. Today, hey, he looks hot. So we don't know what that is. Blake Bortles looked hot yesterday for them. So I don't know.
They have like 5 quarterbacks on the roster. So, I mean, somebody's got to be able to throw a football, right? I mean, geez.
Yo, the homie investigative team, man, done found out the word on the street is that the GM is trying to get with Aaron Rodgers' agent to calm the waters and say, look, come play this year. And then next year, we'll trade you to whoever you want to go to, but not right now. That's what the new move is.
Hey.
So they're trying to get him to agree to those terms and not shake up the boat and screw him this year. Believe that.
Hey. Cash you outside, brother. Hey, I'm ready to see how the Aaron Rodgers thing plays out. I mean, that might be the way to go. Do whatever, pay him whatever. I don't know how that's working out. Take away his fines make him pay half his fines, come back to work. Let's do it this year, and then peace.
Them boys, they desperate now, man. The whole team is like, man, Aaron's right. So, I mean, you might as well let him do his last hurrah, man. You might as well, but that's only if Aaron is like take his head out the clouds for a second and tell his agent, okay, yeah, I'll go in now, or I just don't want to do mini camp and I'll come in, after. I'll be there for training camp. You know what I mean? However he wants to frame it. But he's not there for that. He's up out of there too. They just want to make it. They don't want the Brett Favre situation again. I assure you that they don't want the Brett Favre situation where he circles back and plays for your dead set rival the Vikings. You know what I mean? They want to say, all right, look, we'll let you go out, you know what I mean, in style. And then wherever you want to go, we'll try to facilitate this trade to the 49ers. If that's what you want to do, you want to go back home, go and play back at home. We'll try to work out everything that we can to make that happen for you. So
I don't know how they do tampering during the season or whatever, but you guarantee those GMs are going to be on the phone all year,
yes, sir.
Getting ready for next season already, just getting those trade options available and see what they're going to be able to get for him. If he does come back this year and finishes out this year, like you said, with the GM saying, let's make it right, do whatever you want to do, and then we'll get you where you want to go. So, yo, brother, one last thing for all the people, stay tuned for the UFC 263 podcast. Might be out a little bit late. Going to be Friday night or Saturday morning in time for all your UFC knowledge before the pay-per-view with with the UFC guru, Mark Sudich will be on there as per our usual event pay-per-view talk for y'all for the UFC. So yeah, everybody, thanks for listening. Subscribe, rate, and review. Go to thisisfunner.com for more podcasts and online content. As always, get the merch from the Funner family on the website as well. Plenty of good stuff there. You got the This Is Funner hats. You got This Is Funner shirts. You got the Sports Fix with Stix apparel as well, with the anonymous big homies mug on them as well. Good stuff. So, hey, follow me on Twitter at Stix015. Follow Anonymous Big Homie at homie_anonymous. Okay. And Anonymous Big Homie, what you got, my man?
Yo, shout out to soccer fans in Colorado at the USA versus Mexico soccer match. Nobody really cares about soccer in the United States, but hey, thanks for making sports fans look more stupid. You gotta relax. Because this is fun.
That was Sports Fix with Stix. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the show. If you want to join the show, use the hashtag StixandSports.